Hello, everybody. My name is Dion Morales, your host of the Gold Squadron podcast, and we're coming to you live from Round 5, our final round of Swiss of the Galactic Championship, the finale, the Battle of Exegol. Today, I'm joined by my good friends, William Hagewood.
Hello.
And James Ritter.
Hey guys, ready for some crazy large base action here?
Only the thickest ships, please and thank you.
Probably the two biggest ships in the game.
That's right. Like the Ghost used to be the biggest model, and then the Gauntlet came in and said, "Watch this."
hold my beverage.
So we have Cam Murray versus Daniel Leon. This is going to be a great game. We are playing satellite assault on the satellite array, the area control scenario. Be at range 1 of a satellite to gain a point starting at the end of the end phase, starting in round 2. There are some other rules there. Large ships count as 2 ships, so watch out for that. Whoever has more control over the satellite gets the points. We're going to let Will break down these lists, and we're going to have everybody at home choose your champion. But before we do that, let me say a shout-out to our patrons. You guys are amazing and wonderful, and the reason why we are able to do what we do, traveling across the United States to bring X-Wing action, and hopefully soon we will get to go back on the road to the different countries and things like that. Would be awesome. Well, Will, it's time for you to break down the list, and everybody at home, it's time for you to choose your champion.
All right, we're going to start with Canada's finest, Cam Murray. On your left, your bet one all champion. He is flying the Scum and Villainy, starting with Boba Fett in the Fire Spray. Boba Fett loves to be range 1 to 0 of enemies because he gets a reroll for each of them in that range. This Boba is equipped with Fearless for some offensive modification at range 1 in his front arc. Got the Electro Chaffed missiles, very powerful chaff clouds they can launch in the system phase. Contraband cybernetics for red, or for taking actions while stressed. The Marauder title to hold Veteran Tail Gunner and give a reroll out the rear arc, and a force point through Ahsoka Tano. We have a Hawk as well out there. That is Kanan Jarrus. Can spend a force point to help a ship in its firing arc defend by reducing the enemy's attack power. And that big boy, that gauntlet out there, that's Rook Cast. Rook Cast can take a strain before they engage. And if they are strained when they attack, they can automatically change a dice result to a hit. This Rook has Notorious, so if you shoot at him, you're going to get strained, and he gets a reroll on you for blanks. He's got the Mandalorian for white reinforcing. The Child for double force points, though they aren't recurring. The Veteran Tail Gunner, so you got your front and your rear attacks at all times. The Drop Seat Bay to hold all those friends. And we also have Contraband Cybernetics, again, so you can take actions and red maneuvers even while stressed. Rook Cast here, as we see, taking the center of the board. That is the tank for the list, which allows Boba Fett to kind of sneak around and get healthy, or be healthy when he gets into the end game. On the other side here, we got Daniel Leon flying the Rebel Alliance. Has Fen Rao in the Sheathipede, utilizing a I-6 coordinate plus Fen Rao's ability to shut down tokens while an enemy attacks. Has Swarm Tactics to bump up a ship to the Initiative 6. Tristan Wren to help out those munitions with modifying hits to crits, and R4 Astromech to give his dial a little bit of extra stress clearing, because it does take a stress to activate his no tokens ability. Let's see here. Oh, I'm sorry, what are they? What were they checking there with Chopper?
Luck from
Oh, he's coordinating the lock.
Mhm.
Oh, well, that makes sense.
Well,
Let's see here what combat he is, and I'll break down the rest of these guys after that.
yeah, let's go into this. So we got some aggression very early here. We got combat turn 2. We'll have Chopper firing here. Sorry, this is Fenrau. Single hit and able to dodge it easily there with Rook Cast. Reinforce is active on both the front of Rook Cast and the front of Chopper. When Boba Fett does come around to shooting, a note the fact that Boba Fett is flanking and will be able to ignore Reinforce. And here we go. Looks like
the Kanan shot.
Yeah, so only 3 dice there when Kanan spends the Force.
Oh, this is Swarm Tactics. This is Chopper. Yes, Chopper.
Yeah, so going to utilize the Target Lock, and then Saw Gerrera take a damage and convert all eyeballs to crits. Unfortunately, it was only the 1 crit there, so trades the damage on Chopper for a damage on Rook.
That's right, and
You wanna
we did see Notorious get triggered there as well.
This should be Fen. No, this is the dorsal follow-up.
Dorsal
dorsal.
attack, veteran turret gunner. Looks like we just got another shield down there on Rook.
Yeah, Rook is reinforced, but letting these single damages slip past each time.
Aaron Kraken.
He's trying to choose between Ion and Plasma here, but I think it's Ion. Ion Torp.
All right, you got that 4 dice, and you're trying to see if you can lock down that ship. 3 hits. It's a guaranteed damage. And
So Force and Reinforce is going to make it just a single hit.
Don't forget his Aaron Kraken ability here.
that's right, Aaron Kraken.
Oh, he is. Yeah, I would give that barrel roll to Luke to make sure you have the objective. But it's going to stay there. Kanan reducing this one as well. Only 3 dice for that proton torpedo.
It's all right. Hit crit.
It's all crits.
And that's going to be 2 critical damage slipping through, and those are going to be face-up cards.
Another Rook still reinforced.
So just the fuel leak.
Oh, yeah. Rook takes a battering, but gets by on just 4 damage there.
So 7 hull left on that gauntlet. Cece, shush. We are working.
Did Fenrau shoot?
Fenrau did shoot.
Okay. He must have shot before a Chopper then. Yeah. Okay. I see.
Yeah.
There's the triple. That was the triple
Yeah.
evades.
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah, he was confused on.
If he was reinforcing or not.
Mm-hmm. Now this shot from
Yeah.
Boba Fett, range 1 into Chopper, no reinforce because he's on the flank, which means that the ship base of Boba Fett is being bisected by that center line on the base. Here we go.
Oh,
Crit
punished. The
focus.
box punishes.
Single Boba Fett reroll still ends up with hit crit, and no evade dice there for the ghost.
And stunned.
Oh, that's right, because he saw it on the dorsal as well, didn't he?
Yeah.
Rook cast coming up now.
Takes a strain here on Rook to roll the additional. Oh no, No, you don't roll additional. It's just you may change one of your results to a hit. Oh, it's going on Luke, though, actually.
Switching the targets. Luke does have those proton torpedoes. 3 hits, 1 evade. Gonna take 2 shields.
No range bonus there.
Strain.
The strain from Notorious. How quickly I forget.
I think Rook is able to steal that center one there.
Yeah, it's going to be 3-2 then. And the objectives, what a heavyweight bout we got going on here for the center.
I think the Scum won out a little bit on that one, especially considering we have the chaff missile to shoot here.
Yeah, Boba's chaff missile really going to punish Chopper and Finn Round there.
Do you just would you guys toss it to the right just to keep it out of Rook's way, or are you going to go straight with it?
Nah, it's 3 forward straight, yeah.
Oh, it's 4 forward straight.
Oh, sorry, no skill Badir here.
No skill. I think you miss if you go 4 straight on if you miss Chopper. So I think I might go 3 bank left.
Put it in front of Rook?
I mean, Chopper's going to move first and make Rook bump. Unless Chopper is a 4K. Actually, I'm in on Chopper 4K here.
It's a spicy battle here.
Yeah, because he gets that Chopper 4K. Can you imagine getting flanked by the Ghost and just being like, "Wow, what choices led me here?"
Yeah, all of these ships have turrets, and Chopper gets behind you.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. So, here's a question. There's no Gamma key. There's nothing like that could double hold these reinforces. Am I?
Yep. On
right about
either
that?
side.
Yeah. So
I mean, the
Rook's
only way
going
that
to enjoy
Rook-
that action, but
the only way that Rook got that white reinforcement to the Mandalorian crew.
Yes.
Great combination with the child. Because if you don't shoot at me, I get a force back.
It's true. It's one of the ways that the child can recover force. The other one's taking damage. I did not see who.
The child is on Chopper and Luke.
Okay.
So they both have locks underneath. The
I see
honkin' base or the honkin' ship there were cast.
Yeah, I really.
Well,
had
you get to see it. You get to see underneath there.
No, I really had to lift up the undercarriage here and inspect. It makes sense because that's what I was wondering, is that if Chopper had the child's merciless pursuit, because that's so good with the dorsal veteran turret gunner combination. Let's actually talk about Chopper's build here. Chopper, if you do start the engagement phase at range 0 of Chopper, he is going to double jam you. He has a fire control system, the dorsal turret, Saw Gerrera, as we mentioned before, to be able to take damage to convert all your eyeball results. Veteran tail gunner.
It's the 4K.
Wait, no chaff? No chaff?
No chaff. He's able to get away with it.
A risk.
Oh, but
let's
Rook
see here.
stops and is going to have the edge of that front of the Ghost. Got him. That's dirty. That means the only target Chopper's going to have is Boba Fett. And that's if Boba Fett even opts to go into the center.
So I'm distracted by this photo. I'm trying to dissect what is even happening.
Oh, hey, the tie moved over it. You have to move on to the tie.
Well, how was it not attached to the decimator is my question.
It is.
All right, so Boba Fett does end up opting into the center. Sitting what looks to be probably range 1. but is obviously going to have two range one shots. Luke opening his wings.
Oh, that's what I was worried about.
And clips and does take a damage.
2 damages.
Yeah. And had gotten 2 damage from Rook the shot before.
Yep, did it. The lineup there wasn't quite right for Luke. Aaron
Yeah,
Kraken.
I think I would have gone with the bear roll from Kraken and done like a 1 bank. Oh boy.
Finneran tries to do 2 straight, and he's going to bump into a friendly. He's going to look for range 1 swarm tactics. Can only boost these I5s up to I6.
Yeah, so have a Luke engage at initiative 6.
Fen
Does
will go
have
first.
a range 2 onto Rook.
I don't know if he's going to skip that or just shoot Luke first.
Okay.
I assume because
Looks
of the
like
swarm,
Luke put the target lock on Kanan. Hit it crit.
He's got it from Merciless Pursuit. So I don't know what action he did take.
He
Oh,
took
I
a
see
lock.
what you're saying.
Yeah.
He's got R3?
Yeah.
Oh, he's got the Nickel City card. That's why.
Yeah.
So there is
Daniel
a
with all his
shield.
fancy cards.
Shield spent taken there, and Maul trigger to get the force back on Kanan. Here's Boba Fett, range 1, going into Chopper. 1 hit only. Has plenty of rerolls available. And will stay with 3 hits.
Ooh, burns at both force there for Luke. Only taking 1 damage. Still alive.
Ooh,
1 hole
who's gonna
left.
force Rook to shoot at him.
Oh.
He chose not to shoot. Yeah, that was an accident. Because of the strain on Rook,
Mm-hmm.
I assume he does not want the notorious strain from Rook, is what I meant to say. Aaron Kraken gonna shoot another Torp into Rook.
And that's 2 hits. Reroll the 2. Ends up with 3. Spending for 3 hits and a crit.
Crit's coming from Tristan for fun on these ion torpedoes.
So that means, I believe, that Rook cast is going to end up being ionized.
That's true. No, the reinforce will make it, hit. Essentially 3 go through, right?
Mm-hmm.
It was strained, so yeah. Still results in 3 going through. Now going range 2 into Luke. Throws down the strain to get that eyeball conversion.
And 3 hits.
And he's going to spend a child force to put Luke down. All right, that leaves Chopper alive, though. But not before Kanan shoots.
Oh.
Hit crit.
The Ghost's just taking it here.
Oh no, it's a structural rule. What will Chopper do?
Oh no.
Blank crit for the purposes of the ghosts.
All right, so he's going to shut down the main weapon here.
Yeah, choppers it back down to 4.
3 hits
Yeah,
and a crit.
just
Spin
gonna-
for another.
Just going to have to saw his way out of this one.
Reroll from Boba Fett. Focus to blank. That's hit, crit, crit going into Boba. Reinforced was active, though, so only 2 critical damage, which means that's just a couple of shields.
Here's the dorsal follow-up.
So do it again.
Hit,
1
crit.
hit and a crit. One more Boba Fett reroll. And it's going to be safe.
That's it.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, Cam's showing the power of these big ships. Is coming in here, able to destroy. Now, the rock did help Luke get down to just 4 hull.
Yeah.
What does that make him, a striker then? In our
That's a really
our
expensive
comparisons?
striker.
It's a very expensive striker all of a sudden. Yeah, and the Notorious here doing overtime on Rook Cast. Not only is it giving him rerolls, but it made Luke and Fenrau not shoot at him. Luke had to shoot that shot into Kanan.
Yeah. Which, yeah, kind of unfortunate. The Scum able to really focus fire one ship every turn kind of thing. Did about half of all of Chopper's shields the first turn, all of Luke the second turn, and man, could probably take down Chopper here in this round.
You know, something... Now seeing Cam's list play, a couple of times against very similar archetypes is like Rookcast and Boba Fett obviously hit hard alone, but the problem in the matchup versus the Ghost is the Ghost especially with Saul is so aggro heavy, right? Like you're going in, it's a jousting list, really, right? It's a jousting list, and the problem is because they got that Kanan Jarrus and they're able to mitigate, the offense. Plus, you have, defensive tools in Boba Fett by itself, and how chunky Rook Cast is. You have enough to weather the storm and get that Ghost to a point where it's going to be taken down pretty easily, and after that, it's cleanup.
Yeah, and I think really Chopper was really hoping that this Rook would move forward here, because now it's just Chopper's never going to get another shot. I think he's going to get burned down before he gets another shot, because I think we'll probably see Boba 4K here with that Contraband Cybernetics. Yeah, and then Rook is going to bump into the back of Chopper, and then Chopper's going to have to 4K again, so he's never going to get his reinforces, while these other 2 ships have been able to get their reinforces pretty consistently. Oh no! I stand corrected. Is going to be able to get at least some shots on here, even if they are range 0.
Ooh, Rook bumps a friendly.
No, it's actually it would the 1 straight.
Yeah, sure would. Just checking all these tokens here for a second. Trying to let us forget about the bump into Boba here. Punished. Not a crit, though. Not a crit. Just a hit.
Important
Just
to
a
note
hit.
because it does have a fuel leak there.
Jeez. Desert Iceman in our chat asking about the records for these players. James?
These are bubble games, 3-1s.
3-1. So,
And Daniel here is fighting for top rebel.
Ooh, really? Okay. Dang, top rebels, X and 1, huh? Okay. There's only so many undefeateds.
Yeah. Kanan takes a damage from the bump and mauls off of it.
That maul. So silly.
That's a maul. Boba doesn't need any kind of 4K shenanigans, just
I thought he might contraband 4K there.
That's what I thought so too.
If you see a fearless Boba, never think that ship's gonna run away.
Yep.
They're not putting fearless on their fire sprays because they use the rear arc.
I think he's so far ahead, like he may just want to preserve.
Oh, Daniel gets the bump train and it takes 2 damage from it.
wow.
Chopper's
Swarm.
gonna swarm. Swarm is range 1, and they're not touching.
Yeah.
Gonna take that corner shot into Rook cast. Kanan did do its thing. Only a single hit, and that will be evaded.
Yep, now I'm gonna bother Notorious seeing him. It's a 0 agility ship, and you can't use your modifiers anyways.
And 1 hit here coming in from Fenrau, and another evade rolled there.
All right, Boba Fett. See if he can do some damage here.
And it's gonna choose the Z95 as a target. Get rid of that pseudo coordinate. Z's already taken a shield.
Reroll.
And
Does not need rerolls.
4 hits natural.
Elusive.
Yep, try the elusive, and that looks like that's going to be 3 hits sinking into that Z95 and taking it off the board.
Yeah, it took a damage from the bump into Chopper, though they're both initiative 5.
Take a big swing here, little Z.
I gotta do 5 damage to Rook here. Let's
Hit, crit. There you go. No, has the force available. And that's going to be a crit. Fuel leak will trigger. It was a weapons failure. All right, that'll help a little bit, bringing the attack value down there to 2 and 1, respectively. And 3 hull left on the gauntlet.
All right, range 0 into Chopper.
So this will be only 2 dice. Whiffs on that attack.
So Kanan gets to try his shot.
Single crit, double blanks.
Disabled power regulator.
So going to be taking some ion tokens.
All right, and it looks like the center is contested. No, Rook should be in there, so it should be 2 to 3. So Scum's going to take the center, and it looks like going to take the bottom left as well. Nobody's got the bottom right. So, GM.
Yes, Will.
Great question by Liz Amb in our chat. Confused about how Rook bumping into Chopper was considered a friendly overlap. And I emphasize the word of overlap there.
Mm-hmm. So
I phrased that in a question, but I'm just going to keep talking, apparently.
Of course. Overlap.
Sorry. Please. Why was that a friendly overlap?
So it has to do with the ending position of a ship. And essentially what you're checking is, what is the reason why a ship didn't complete the maneuver? So that you look at the end of the template, and if a friendly ship is the reason why you cannot set your ship down at the end of the template, that is a friendly bump. Regardless on where, as you continue to track it back, you end up being placed.
Right. Now, so to me, Liz Am, you have to imagine that there was no enemy ships. Like, you marked off every enemy ship except for Boba in that situation. And then you let Rook move, and if Boba still would prevent him from completing that maneuver, that is considered a friendly bump. And then you would, as Dion said, you'd backtrack him to his original position. We use the phrase bump a lot in X-Wing, but that's for the purposes of...
Doesn't actually exist.
Bump is not an X-Wing game term. What the X-Wing game term we're referring to is overlap, which when your base teleports to the end of the template, that would be who you're looking at overlapping. So in situations where you can prevent overlapping friendlies, is you just gun it. You just put your fastest maneuver on your dial.
Right, so and hope that you end up hitting somebody else.
Right, so at the end of your template, there's an enemy, but you just nudge yourself into the friendly ship in front of you. It is kind of strange because we've been using bump as terminology of who you overlapped for a very long time.
Right, which makes you think of your ending position, you're like, it doesn't make you. It makes you think about the first thing you hit, rather than where you would have ended up. So hit crit does end up getting rolled there by Kanan, and it looks like with that we have a concession, or excuse me, a win, 22-2 with Chopper going down. Congratulations to Cam Murray for getting that win. Move.
Man, what a game! Explosive. I think there was a way for Daniel there. He had to really manufacture all of his ships to shoot on Rook, and somehow Rook not have a reinforce.
I don't know if that's possible.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
The reinforce plus Kanan. I honestly think for that list, I think it's a bad matchup. I think it's a bad matchup for Daniel.
Yeah, Daniel and I did talk about that one. Like when we were getting set up, he was like, "I think this is a bad matchup."
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, Kanan and Iden are the two defensive techs that Rebel Alpha does not want to see. So, tough break for Daniel. Had you going all the way, my man. But
thank you to ISO, Danko, Baffle, Trojan, Prophet, Shadow, Tycho, Spice, Raider, Lancer, Fallen, Row 6, 626, Chief, and J List, our Grand Admiral patrons. And all of our Gold Squadron patrons and community members, thank you for your support. Gold Squadron out.